All right, everybody, it's day 6, seis, if you like the Spanish. Okay, so do we need to recap, or are you pretty clear on the last 6 words? Okay, because today's word is really the culmination of the last 6. It's also what I believe is the secret to greatness. Before you can have greatness in your life, in any area, okay? Before you can have greatness, you have to have this thing. It's almost like a prerequisite for greatness. One of the prerequisites for greatness is today's word. When you start thinking about your priorities and your rituals, right? Your disciplines, your new mindset, and your skill sets, in order to get those things great, you have to have this. Have to. Non-negotiable. Are you ready? Consistent. Consistency, consistent. You have to have consistency, okay? Now, this is something that I learned from Grant Cardone. He said in a sales meeting once, when we're talking about making phone calls, sales calls, presentations, demos, whatever it is, he goes, man, you have to get frequent before you can get great. Let me say that again. You have to get frequent before you can get great. So that's the word. It's consistency, okay? It's frequency. It's how often you do something. If you go to the gym once a month, what do? You get sore and you get pissed off and you don't want to go back. But if you're going to the gym on the regular, right? If you go work out on the regular, you get better. You get efficient because you're consistent at it. You want to lose weight, you have to be consistent with your diet, right? Obvious. But maybe it's so obvious that we just don't even think about it. Maybe we've lost track of some priorities, right? And we didn't ritualize it, right? We don't have any discipline in play, right? Our mindset's all, yeah, that's for that guy over there, right? He's gifted, right? That's for him, right? Our mindset's over there, right? And we don't have any skill in terms of whatever it is that we want to get better at, whatever it is we've now prioritized. This is one of the first things I tell my clients that are using Cardone University is that, hey, you have to do this thing every single day. You have to be consistent with it because this is how you learn. This is how you grow. This is how you improve. It's not, let me just bang out my required number of segments Thursday night and cram these suckers in. Look, we all went to school. Cramming doesn't work. I mean, you pass your test, but that's it. It doesn't mean you learned anything. Right? You want to get good at something. You want to get great at something. You want to get good at something, you do it every once in a while. You want to get great? Okay? You get consistent every fucking day. That's another Grant Cardone lesson, right? If it's worth doing once, it's worth doing every single day, right? So let's just crack open my good buddy Webster here. I'm coming to you today from Rich Man's Gym. This is my garage. I don't think you need to go to a cookie cutter gym to get in the best shape of your life. I think you can do that from home. You can do it down at the beach. You can do it at a park. You can do it in your backyard, in the garage. I think any place you can bring one of these bad boys, okay, that's your gym, right? That is your Rich Man's Gym, okay? So what you're seeing behind me are some of the things I've collected over the years in terms of equipment. I got some pull-up bars. I got Olympic rings. I got dip bars over there. But look, let's look up the word consistency, shall we? Where is it? Where are you hiding, Mr. Consistency? Consistent. It's an adjective. Free from self-contradiction. Let me read that again. Free from self-contradiction. In harmony with. Okay? If I Google that sucker, here's what Google's going to tell me. Conformity in the application of something, okay? Now let's look at the etymology, the history, okay? Denoting performance of form. Standing firm. Okay? All right? So, day 6, get your notepad out. What are you consistent with right now? Be honest and confront it. Do not be afraid to recognize what you are consistent with, okay? First video that you saw of me, I talked about how I've conquered alcohol and nicotine and drugs, okay? And before, okay, I was really consistent at smoking cigarettes. I was really consistent with stopping at a liquor store on my way home from work and buying those little airline bottles of Jack Daniels and knocking 2 back before I got home. Very consistent at that. And I had to confront my consistency in order to fix it. Okay? Then you have to start replacing the behavior, the things that you would rather have. So if you want to be in better shape, then you need to be more consistent with your workout. If you want to be a better prospector in terms of your business, then you need to be more consistent with your outreach. And whether that's on a social media level, whether that is on a just grassroots cold call level, whether that's initiating a referral program for your clients that are in play, whatever it may be, think about the things that you know you need to be doing, the things that you've decided are going to be now priorities for you and your business that you're going to ritualize, okay? And discipline yourself to do, and make sure you got the right mindset about it, and you're going to get the skill down. The next thing you got to do is you got to be consistent with it. You got to be frequent. Here's your homework. It's simple, okay? Just confront it. Ask yourself, what am I consistent at right now? Okay? What do I need to be more consistent with? Okay? And maybe just replace what you're consistent with now with one you want to be more consistent with. Maybe you're really consistent at playing Call of Duty every night, right? Maybe if you were more consistent with reading from an actual book at night instead of Call of Duty, that might be better for you. And not that Call of Duty is bad. Actually, it is. I don't really like the game myself. I'm more of a Mass Effect guy, but it's a different story altogether. But listen, what are you consistent with, right? And what do you want to be more consistent with? Okay, so now you just need to prioritize, ritualize, discipline it, right? You get it? Okay? And then figure out what you don't know about it and skill up. Okay, so if I can help with that, right? So is this making sense though? Before you can get good at something, you have to be consistent with it. You have to be frequent at it. So that you find the things that you want to get better at. Do it consistently. Oh. Disclaimer. You are not in any way, by any means, required to actually like or enjoy the thing you need to get more consistent with. Okay? If you feel like you have to like it, you're setting yourself up to fail. Okay? I'm just telling you right now, if it sucks, that's okay. Right? Let me just give you an example. Running. Not a big fan. But I do it. Okay? Because I know it's the right thing to do. Okay, so when you find these things, you're like, man, I need to be more consistent with this, but I ain't doing it. Okay, this is a huge opportunity, right? What did I talk about earlier? You have to do the things you don't want to do in order to have the things you do want to have. So if you don't like it, that doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, okay? The Navy SEALs got this great saying. They say, embrace the suck. Okay, yeah, it sucks. Embrace it. Bring it in, right? It shouldn't be an excuse. It should not stop you from doing it. So find the things you want to be more consistent at. Identify them. Recognize them, honor them, okay? And then do them. That's it. Simple. Not easy, but simple. So here's the question. What do you need from me to be more consistent? Okay, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help. I'm here to make this more real for you. I'm here to help you dial it in. That's what I'm here for. 818-427-5188. That's my cell phone. My office line, 310-777-0352. Email me, david@grantcardone.com. Give me a shout. What can I do for you? I'm here. Talk to you tomorrow. Don't forget, one more day, and then the final word, then we'll put this whole thing together.